All right, JackRabbit 2.0, we're gonna lace them up, walk through them here. So you have your strap, your power loop, and your slide all here. So before we assemble them, a few things. The straps, just like all our straps, they have these stitch points, so you can trim them to length. So when you do that, make sure you're above the stitch, trim it, and your strap will be shorter if you need it. So make sure you do it on the top of the stitch, above the stitch. Otherwise you'll have the stitches come unraveled. Now the slide also has one built in, so if you find that you don't need this entire length of the slide, see that stitch right there, you just trim it right above it, right there, snap, easy as pop. All right, let's get these assembled. Oh, if you don't already know, the slide can be moved in two different spots. You can put it either behind the heel or across the foot like that one is right there. So all we're gonna do is pull these through. So if you are installing these, just make sure that the scoop from that toe plug faces the toes, faces the front. Usually I do this twice. Make sure we got the right position. Take out any of that fabric there. There we go. Okay. So first thing we do, so one, the power loop is optional. This is there if you want it. I appreciate it because I wasn't a fan of this type of strap system until I came up with this. And what this allows me to do is really lock things down so that I don't have to constantly adjust the sandals, particularly when I'm going from casual wear to the gym or to the trail or what have you. This way I can just use that power loop to lock things down and it secures my foot. It's actually pretty amazing how good of a job it does. So we're going around, we came down, we're gonna go back through the front and then around so that this is flat on the inside. So now we're gonna come back through the other side of this power loop. And you don't really need pliers to do this. I'm just used to using pliers for all this lacing, so I just tend to reach for them, but you don't need them. This can all be done by hand, no problem. Okay, so this one's set up on the foot, so I'll set this one up on the heel. So one thing to note, you'll see one side has a stitch. I like to put that on the bottom. So when we come around the heel, I like to put that on the bottom side. So we'll place this through here. So this is the only tricky part of this. I like to fold this in half with the Velcro down, and then I'll kind of just feed it through. And it's stiff enough when you fold it in half that you can feed it all the way through without any tools. And once this is fed through, you won't have to take it out unless you don't want it. Unless you have another mechanism you want to use. So it looks like I put it on wrong, so this is a good, so when we come around, the heel's gonna be like this, so obviously we want the Velcro on the outside. So just twist it, pull it, it'll all come out nice and flush. And we lace it through, there we go. Okay, so now we're coming back through here. Oh yeah. Okay, now same thing. This time we're gonna go backside first. Come around. So again, so the power loop is optional. So if you're used to other sandals, what you can do is just wrap it around here and stick it to the side of this slide, like other brands that you're familiar with. Or if you really want to crank it down and go into high performance mode, take your power loop, feed this through. And then this will just stick on here. And again, we have excess material, so if this is how your tension comes out, go ahead and trim it, and then you don't have that tail sticking out. So that's it right there. It's that easy. Now let's say I want to move that slide to the heel. What do? Or to the forefoot, I'm sorry. We're gonna go from the heel to the forefoot. So all we're gonna do is move the slide further up the strap. So we don't even have to unstrap it or anything, but it's also like, all you do is take this, pull it through, and that's it. Now we're gonna feed it through again. Okay, we got our heel set up. Now we'll come back around again. Through. So we're gonna have to twist the slide again to accommodate what we're doing here. And again, this, you just do a couple runs through like that and it'll set itself up. So through the power loop again. Let me give you a close up on that. So the power loop, we're going between, right there. So we're going between the heel and the forefoot strap, metatarsal strap, and then boom, forefoot. And that's it. That's how you do the JackRabbit 2.0s. Let us know if you have any questions. Peace.